broke it off, then you know it wasn't painless. If she got a watch, then you know it's not a stainless. I was out here fucking fans, I was shamed.
Man, to think that this was the film that made everyone question if Fast and Furious was done as a series. 2009 was an interesting year for the Fast and Furious series. We were blessed with Fast and Furious, the fourth entry in the series, and the first time in almost 8 years that the original cast was together in a film. And although this made series back at the box office and became the highest grossing film in a series at that point, I can say that this is the weakest film in the entire franchise. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not terrible by any means, but it's nowhere near good. It's more mediocre and forgettable for its own good. The only positives I'll say about this film would be that the action sequences were well done and entertaining to watch, and it was nice seeing the OG cast back interacting with each other. Again, you know, it's kind of just cool just to see the OG cast coming back to do this movie. Besides those two elements, the film sinks down to, like I said, mediocrity. The two biggest aspects that make this film blah would be the story and screenplay. First off, the story of Fast and Furious has to be both the lowest of stakes and forgettable. The only two plot points to mention about this is that the fact that it establishes that the film takes place before Tokyo Drift because we see Han alive and working with Dom's crew, making up the line Vin Diesel says in Tokyo Drift saying, hey, I was a friend of Han. This takes place before Tokyo Drift. We'll get more to that when we get to 5 and 6. And the fact that Michelle Rodriguez, Letty, quote unquote, dies. But besides those two, nothing else in the film stands out to me as being memorable. The villain didn't even do anything for me. Like, the stakes were very, very low. Like, when you have a villain that I don't remember from these movies, and I'm not saying Fast and Furious is known for their villains, like, at least in this era, like, there's no one in that movie, and I don't even remember the villain's name, it just didn't do anything for me. And with that, I could transition smoothly into the screenplay. It was very, very, very weak. Seeing how screenwriter Chris Morgan did the script, and he would go on to write 5, 6, and 7, 3 of the films that have gone on to define what we know Fast and Furious now. I don't know what happened to have him follow up Tokyo Drift, which was an okay screenplay. It wasn't like boring or anything. It was entertaining. To this. The way the story is written is just a series of cliches and coincidences just to get to point A, B, all the way to Z. Forgetting the fact that we have to see C, D, and everything between A and Z. Not that strong of a script and a weak script can lead to a weak story, of course. Fast and Furious was released on April 3rd, 2009 on a budget of $85 million. After its run at the box office, it will go on to gross $360.4 million worldwide. Overall, while Fast and Furious is not a terrible film, it just doesn't do enough to be a memorable entry in the series. However, I will say that this film will go on to shape how we know the series today. Dare I say that Fast and Furious 2009 is probably the granddaddy of what we are getting in Fast X. Whether that be for the better or for worse. I'm going to give Fast and Furious a 6 out of 10. So let me know down in the comments below. Did you like 2009's Fast and Furious? What was your favorite part of it? And are you excited for Fast X? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
This is fun! Hello.